Did I scare you? Good. Roblox has released their amazing, fantastical, nostalgia-ruining, platform-ruining update where they just kind of cut off everyone's faces and made them happy. If you were sad before, now you're happy. You know why? Because you can do this. Isn't that fun? And so y'all really just don't want to switch to Polytoria because it's not like Roblox, which is fair. It isn't like Roblox because it's not Roblox because like unlike all the thumbnails on YouTube saying, "Is this the next Roblox? Is this the next Roblox? Next Roblox?" And then everyone's like, "This is not Roblox. I don't like this." And then everyone hates Polytoria because it's not Roblox. It's a very fun process, let me tell you. But if I told you that there's even more clickbait out there for a platform called Luduvo, if you don't like the new Polytoria avatars, you're probably gonna like Luduvos because they look like this. That's probably more like it. That's probably more of what you want. Now, this is my personal take on Luduvo. You might be wondering, what do I, Mr. Polytoria man, think of Luduvo? I personally think it's pretty cool. It's like, pretty cool. There's some things I'm not sure about, like, he said in his Discord, I talked to him in his Discord, you know, Mr. Creator Man, he convinced me with Luduvo propaganda to become an alpha tester. So now I am. Fun fact, I'm an alpha tester, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna, like, sell it to you. I was not paid to say any of this. One thing I feel is, no one's gonna believe me on the last line I said, I'm sure. He said it's going to tailor to, like, creators, like YouTube content creators and stuff a lot because he was one. And it's like, that's pretty cool. As a creator, obviously, but he says there's not going to be a limit on that. There's not going to be like a minimum number. He said you just have to make good videos. Even now, we had this debate a few days ago, and even now still, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think you really need a minimum number or people are going to get upset, and there's going to be a good reason why they're upset because that just goes into bias territory no matter how you look at it. My definition of a good video can be a different definition than your definition of a good video, and both of our definitions of good videos could be different than Luduvo creator Isaac. Hi, Isaac's idea of a thing, of a video, good video. I feel another thing, but this isn't a Luduvo problem. This is just an everything problem. I'm not allowed to have fun in their Discord. I'm just not. I was talking to Kazamaz through voice messages. We were sending each other voice messages in the server, and then they took away my privileges because they didn't like how many I was sending because they had to moderate it. It's like, okay. So I sent a bunch of videos just to combat, just say, hey, screw you, I'm going to send videos instead. And they took down those two. They tied me out for an hour. I'm just having fun. Let me have fun. I don't want... Just having fun. From what I remember, the release date for like alpha testing is April 19th. The full release date, if you look at their website, should be May. And last time I checked, let me check again real quick because I haven't. If you look at their Luduvo website, there's literally like no sneak peeks except for the fact that they're making it, which I feel is certainly something because I didn't really check it out for that reason. And if you look at, see what we're working on, is there something? Hold on, maybe it's because it's on my second monitor, but right now that see what we're working on button's not working. They're not working on anything. Looks like the see what we're working on button does not work. But if you want to see what they're actually working on, you have to look at their Discord. And, yeah, the button's not working. And I figured, even if it did, it wouldn't show much. Because last time it did work, it didn't show much. But one thing that's pretty huge about this is full-on corporation. They are a business, which is crazy. I don't know what word I just said. The big word I'm trying to say is crazy. You do you, man. $60,000 into it's what I've heard. They paid... someone 2.4K and like real life USD dollars to switch to their platform. I'm not gonna say the name of the Polytoria dev. You could probably easily find out if you really wanted to, but there was so much drama around it. It's like, why? Because Polytoria didn't pay this man a dime for all the stuff he did. He was a developer and he didn't get anything from it. It was a passion project. So moving on to Luduvo because they actually pay him, that's not bad. I don't know why we're acting like that's the end of the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. It is not, okay? World runs around money. It sucks. Life sucks. Welcome to life, okay? I know Borgaboo, Kazmaz, Wav, we all have alpha testing here. We are the alpha testing YouTubers. I already made the thumbnail I'm going to be using for it as well. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be cray-cray. It's going to be cray-cray-crazy. It's going to be cray-cray-cray-crazy. I know a lot of people's question. I feel it's not really the greatest question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Am I quitting Polytoria? No, I'm not. Even if Luduvo pops up, I'm probably still not quitting Polytoria until it's dead, until you literally can't access the website anymore. I like Polytoria. So yeah, Luduvo already has all its social medias picked up. It's an actual business, an actual corporation. I'm pretty sure it was through like Denmark, where like it's like, you know, like, well, I do feel like there is some bias, and it hurts as a content creator to say this, especially towards content creators, especially already established ones like myself. I feel there's a lot of bias there already. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but they haven't even released it yet, okay? They can still change rules before it releases, and I recommend strongly that they change the content creator one before it releases, because I've seen multiple scenarios where someone wanted to be a content creator on Polytoria, and then they didn't feel Polytoria really paid attention to them that much, despite them pretty much meeting the requirements, and then they got really mad. I'm talking about one YouTuber more than most, but it's happened more than once. This YouTuber knows who he is, by the way. Hello, Kazmaz. Everything has its flaws. Polytoria has its flaws. Luduvo has its flaws. Roblox has its flaws. Just play what you want. Luduvo's releasing in May, I'm pretty sure, if you're not an alpha tester. I'm pretty sure I will make a video on the alpha testing part. I already have a thumbnail prepared for when I make a gameplay video. It's gonna be nuts. Get ready for that one. But people are already loving Luduvo, and it's weird because we haven't really seen much gameplay yet, which I feel is kind of like certainly something. And quick plug here, quick plug. It's not gonna be a Polytoria one, it's gonna be my streams. Wow! If you want to watch me burp into the mic all day for 24 hours, make sure to check out my streams every day at 1 p.m. US Central Time. That is usually when I stream. Not every day. I shouldn't have said every day. I don't stream every day, but I stream when I do stream. It's at 1 p.m. Central Time, United States. So I probably post-editing have put some like clips around what Luduvo looks like in any sort of sense, because you know I realized I didn't really talk that much about it, so I'll just put it through the video. But one thing I really like before we end the video is they're adding a lot of very inspired avatar items, like Kiryu suit from Yakuza. And as much as I really love this, I'm still really concerned because they say they're taking a bunch of steps to avoid copyright, and then it convinced Borgaboo, because Borgaboo was concerned too, but I don't know. I guess at a certain point, a gray and red suit shouldn't be copyrighted, but who knows? But I will take their word for it. I'm not gonna like scream at them like, hey, you can't do that. You can't. At the end of the day, it's their choice. I can't decide anything. In fact, I can't really say much anyway. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm just a guy playing it. I'm not like, I don't have a huge amount of power. I'm not like, I don't like this. Change it now. And they're like, yes, sir. And then they immediately change everything to my word. This is not how that works, but that's all I really want to talk about. So, Luduvo-Toria. I'm actually going to make a Luduvo-Toria. Actually, fun fact, as of right now, I decided I'm making Luduvo-Toria. It's going to be $9 million to join. The second one person joins, I'm immediately going to like shut down everything and move to Cuba. Good idea. Anyway, that's about it. Goodbye.